What if I told you that your body has a built-in survival mode, and you don't even know when it turns on? Right now, as you're watching this video, millions of microscopic systems are standing by, ready to save your life. Some can stop you from bleeding to death in minutes. Others can help you survive freezing water, dangerous infections, or even thin mountain air where there's barely enough oxygen to breathe. The incredible part is that none of this requires you to think about it. Your body makes every decision automatically. Today, we're counting down the 5 most incredible survival mechanisms hidden inside the human body. And trust me, by the time we reach number 1, you'll realize your body is far more intelligent than you ever imagined. Number 5. Fever. Your body turns into a furnace. Most people think a fever is a bad thing. The moment the thermometer shows 39 degrees, the first instinct is usually to bring it back down. But what if I told you that, in many cases, the fever isn't the problem? It's actually part of the solution. When harmful bacteria or viruses invade your body, your immune system releases tiny chemical messengers that travel all the way to your brain. They reach a small region called the hypothalamus, the structure responsible for controlling your body temperature. Instead of keeping you at your normal 37 degrees Celsius, the hypothalamus deliberately raises the thermostat. Why? Because many microorganisms reproduce much more slowly at higher temperatures. At the same time, several immune cells become more efficient, allowing your body to fight the infection faster. In other words, your brain intentionally makes you feel cold, gives you chills, and raises your temperature because it's creating a more hostile environment for the invaders. Of course, not every fever is harmless. Extremely high temperatures can be dangerous, especially in children or when they persist for a long time. But the next time you have a mild fever, remember this: your body isn't malfunctioning. It's launching one of the oldest survival strategies in human evolution. And that's only number 5. Because the next mechanism can save your life in less time than it takes to blink. Number 4, blood clotting. Your internal repair kit. Imagine you're slicing vegetables for dinner, and suddenly the knife slips. In just a fraction of a second, your skin is cut open and blood begins to escape. It looks simple from the outside, but inside your body, millions of cells have already declared an emergency. The first response happens almost instantly. The damaged blood vessel squeezes itself tighter, reducing the amount of blood that can escape. At the same time, thousands of tiny cells called platelets rush toward the injury, sticking to the broken vessel and to each other. Within seconds, they're forming a temporary plug, buying precious time before the bleeding becomes dangerous. But the real magic happens next. More than a dozen clotting proteins, which have been quietly circulating in your bloodstream your entire life, suddenly activate in a precise chain reaction. One protein activates the next, then the next, and the next, until a strong web of fibrin is created. Think of it as nature's version of reinforced concrete, trapping blood cells and platelets together to seal the wound. Without this system, even a small paper cut could become life-threatening. In fact, people with disorders like hemophilia can continue bleeding for hours after relatively minor injuries because one small part of this chain reaction doesn't work properly. It's a powerful reminder that something most of us never think about is actually protecting us every single day. And here's the most incredible part. Your body doesn't just stop the bleeding. It also knows exactly when to stop clotting. If every clot kept growing forever, your blood vessels would eventually become blocked, leading to conditions like heart attacks or strokes. So while one group of proteins is busy building the clot, another group is already preparing to break it down once the vessel has healed. It's a perfect balance between saving your life and preventing the repair itself from becoming dangerous. If you thought that was impressive, wait until you see what your body can do when it believes your life is in immediate danger. The next survival mechanism can transform your entire body in just a few seconds. Number 3, adrenaline. Your emergency upgrade. Imagine you're crossing the street when, out of nowhere, a car speeds toward you. Before you even have time to think, your heart is pounding, your breathing becomes faster, your pupils widen, and your muscles feel unusually powerful. That entire transformation happens in just a few seconds, thanks to one hormone: adrenaline. The moment your brain detects a life-threatening situation, it activates the sympathetic nervous system, sending an emergency signal to your adrenal glands. They immediately flood your bloodstream with adrenaline, triggering a chain reaction throughout your body. Your heart beats faster, your lungs pull in more oxygen, your liver releases stored glucose for instant energy, and blood is redirected away from organs like your digestive system toward the muscles that need it most. This is why people sometimes perform unbelievable feats during emergencies, lifting objects they normally couldn't move or reacting with incredible speed. It's not because they suddenly become stronger. It's because, for a brief moment, the body removes many of its normal limitations, giving survival absolute priority over everything else. The fascinating part is that this entire process is completely automatic. Your body doesn't wait for you to decide what to do. It has already begun preparing you to survive long before you're consciously aware of the danger. And while adrenaline may be your fastest survival mechanism, the next one is perhaps the most astonishing, because it's a hidden ability that humans still share with whales and seals. Number 2, the mammalian dive reflex. Your hidden superpower. Imagine falling into freezing water. Your first instinct is to panic, but your body has a completely different plan. The instant cold water touches your face, an ancient survival program switches on automatically. One so effective that it's shared not only by humans, but also by seals, dolphins, and whales. Within seconds, your heart begins to slow down, a response known as bradycardia. At the same time, blood vessels in your arms and legs constrict, redirecting blood away from less essential tissues and sending it where it's needed most: your brain and your heart. It's your body's way of rationing oxygen, making every remaining breath last as long as possible. This remarkable reflex is one of the reasons some people have survived underwater for far longer than scientists once believed possible, especially in extremely cold water. By reducing oxygen consumption and protecting the body's most vital organs, the dive reflex can buy precious minutes in situations that would otherwise be fatal. What's truly incredible is that this isn't a special ability developed by elite divers. Every healthy human is born with it. It's a survival mechanism inherited from our evolutionary past, silently waiting for the day it might be needed. But even this ancient reflex isn't the most impressive adaptation your body can perform, because number 1 doesn't just help you survive for a few minutes. It can completely rebuild your blood to help you live in an environment where oxygen is desperately scarce. Number 1, altitude adaptation. Your body can literally make more blood. Imagine stepping off a plane into one of the highest cities on Earth. Within minutes, every breath feels different. You breathe faster, your heart races, and even climbing a short flight of stairs leaves you exhausted. It feels as if the air contains less oxygen. But here's the surprising part: it doesn't. The air is still about 21% oxygen. The real problem is that the lower atmospheric pressure makes every breath deliver fewer oxygen molecules into your bloodstream. Most people think the body simply gets used to it. The truth is far more extraordinary. Hidden deep inside your kidneys are specialized cells constantly monitoring the amount of oxygen carried by your blood. The moment they detect that oxygen levels have dropped, they release a powerful hormone called erythropoietin, or simply EPO. This hormone travels through your bloodstream to the bone marrow, sending one clear message: we need more red blood cells. Over the following days and weeks, your bone marrow dramatically increases the production of red blood cells. With more of these oxygen-carrying cells circulating through your body, your blood becomes far more efficient at delivering oxygen to your muscles, your heart, and especially your brain. In other words, your body doesn't just adapt to the environment, it begins redesigning itself to survive in it. This extraordinary mechanism is the reason millions of people can live permanently in places more than 3,500 meters above sea level. It's also why many elite endurance athletes train at high altitude before major competitions. They're taking advantage of one of the most sophisticated survival adaptations ever developed by the human body: allowing them to transport more oxygen even after returning to lower elevations. What's truly incredible is that none of this requires a single conscious decision. Your kidneys detect the problem, your hormones deliver the message, your bone marrow builds new blood cells, and your entire body becomes better prepared for an environment that would otherwise leave you struggling for every breath. It's one of the clearest reminders that survival isn't just about reacting to danger. It's about evolving, adapting, and constantly preparing for whatever challenge comes next. These 5 mechanisms are working silently every single day, protecting you in ways you'll probably never notice. And perhaps that's the most astonishing fact of all. The greatest survival machine on Earth isn't a piece of technology. It's the one you've been carrying with you your entire life. Welcome to the incredible physiology of the human body. The truth is, the human body isn't simply keeping you alive. It's constantly predicting, adapting, repairing, and preparing for dangers that may never even happen. And perhaps that's the greatest survival strategy of all. If you enjoyed this countdown, let us know which survival mechanism surprised you the most. And if you'd like to discover even more incredible secrets hidden inside the human body, make sure to subscribe to Physiology Hub, because your body has far more mysteries than you can possibly imagine. We'll see you in the next video.